of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were
Thunder
determined, others
Cookie!
passionate, and
Thank you
some
for the
even manic and
subbies!
twisted.
For 20 years. Holy shit, dude. Thank you. Uh, did it? Oh my god. It broke for a second. The VOD broke for a second. But thank you. Thank you so much. Hee hee. Hee hee. Dude, 20 months. My god.
Just one look and I can tell
20
if a
years, months.
duelist is
I
hoping
don't know.
to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Ooh.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
We're getting there, guys.
The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even
Aha.
after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Hmm.
Not much you can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage.
Ooh.
But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Is that actually his real name?
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
How are you surprised if you never heard that name before?
I was waiting for you to say that.
Vacher is him, isn't it? Alright, well, here we are. Go deeper into the base. Party setup. I already got my party good.
Shine down! Grow, grow, grow! Rain outlines your fate.
I'm sorry, doggies, but you gotta go. Even though you're robots.
Witness the power
And
of
robot dogs. And a robot flower? Alright. Who else is here? Another doggo.
body and mind.
Yeah! Commit to memory!
Everybody stand back!
Alrighty. Start.
Whoa! The floor is going up!
No, really,
Is it
Paimon?
because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Treasure chest. Treasure chest. Yeah, baby, let's go.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
It says to go down, so we're going down. Okay, so we need to break that wall, but... Ah, there you are. There you go, Mr. Krabs. Thank you. And then press E. It's a whirlpool. Oh, so the water rises. Okay. Interesting.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top.
I
But
still don't.
This is still a ways away from where we need to go.
I still don't really understand on how we can really speak and breathe underwater, but others can't because they need like a diver suit. Like what? We're aliens.
On to oblivion!
Mm.
There is no escape!
Get your bitch. Got your bitch.
Make yourselves at home.
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Get him, Nahida. Get him. Get him. Yeah, yeah. Get him. Get him. Ah! Oh, that scared me.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, bam, boop, bam, boop.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall.
Ooh, treasure chest. Poggers. Oh, let's go. So what was, oh. I was trying to see what that enemy was. Like a new enemy. Genshin's like, nope. Nope.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Alright, let me check out who this enemy was. Okay. It's kind of this same thing for the other mechs that we had defeated before. So, just something new. So, is it up or is it? Oh, it's still lower. Hello, treasure chest. Thank you. Alright. Build the bridge. Oh, fuck. I gotta do this.
Shine down.
Robot. Got a pyro and a little electro.
Let's light it up.
The Temple of Whiskers. Grow, grow, grow.
I don't you dare touch her like that. Nuh-uh.
There is no escape.
Don't you dare do that to my Nahida. My baby. She's my child. Even though she's like hundreds of years old and or thousands.
Time to
She's
act.
still
Rain outlines your fate.
she's still a little baby.
Shine down.
Little baby god.
To oblivion.
I must protect her. Okay, Doggo needs to go bye-bye. Bye-bye, Doggo.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
You're not gonna do anything to me. Why did I make you my healer? That sounds like a skill issue to me. Alright.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he's being charged for Navia.
That's
By
right.
Navia.
Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Alright, looking for clues. Look at this. Examine the pool.
Oh, look! There's an important looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
That must be the water from the primordial sea.
That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence. Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
So this probably is related to his and Jacques' case.
Yup, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
Uh-oh.
I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance.
They're all just so evil.
Okay. What else? What's these?
What's all this? It's a bunch of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
Are those from the girls that disappeared? Here's a name too.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
They're all the victims.
Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here? And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things, these names, that means... Oh, this is terrible.
Yo, that's messed up. Like, I know they, like, turn into water, but that's kind of messed up, don't you think? Like, if someone had murdered someone, and they just kept all their belongings with the murderer, that's kind of messed up. That's a little, like, psycho. I'm just saying.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
Almost too many.
Mixing in progress? Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth?
Well, that definitely proves that this is produced by synth.
Yep, it's super obvious. What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Wait. Calm down.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Alright. The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Virginia. Virginia? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Who was dissolved.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
Here's another name here. Bashir.
Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
No, he is just a researcher.
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Yes, he signed up with a bunch of experiment reports. And the voice I heard from the fountain was probably the lover.
So that's it! Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
Well, there's probably more than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Yeah, that covers it all.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But...
So who really is Bashir?
Yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago.
Because they weren't originally from Montaigne.
That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Look for clues related to Bashir. Alright. A pool full of water of the primordial sea, countless sins are born in it. Nothing seems particularly noteworthy. Lydia. According to the records, Bashir did not care how many victims he had dissolved in his quest to bring his lover back to life. But there is nothing here on Bashir's true identity. Bottles full of synth and water from the primordial sea. These can be used as evidence to prove what this place was used for. Nothing in particular seems particularly noteworthy. Is there anything else like? No? Oh.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure. Ugh. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Why are you looking for snacks? Found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page, though. She made a list of baby names. I don't really know what that reads, but okay.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was... Marcel.
Oh.
Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Vinier's grown son?
Let's go.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
Let's go! We gotta hurry up!
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
Wait, we got the evidence. Chill out.
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Oh, so she's in favor with us. You say you never heard of Vacher.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vacher.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair. We already know everything.
She finally spoke! She finally spoke.
After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established. This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vinier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. but I'm not from this blasted place. So I can't be dissolved. No matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
Uh-oh.
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
Oh, he's a madman now.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignere. I promise. We made a promise. Vignere. Vignere. Please, Vignere. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignere. During an underwater expedition, Vignere accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignere back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in QUASO. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Navia?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to, so if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What?
What?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
But just what is going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Cutscene.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
There you go.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
So the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it!
No, but you probably know how it operates, right?
I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And,
Excitement.
of course, for every performance there
Excitement.
is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable! All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
So, way to pull the rug out from under her.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff, so he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Alright, leave the opera. Bye, newbie. Monsieur newbie. Goodbye. Wasn't there like a... I could have sworn I saw like some sort of viewpoint here somewhere. Where was it? Up there. Like I saw it on the corner of my eye when Farina was like speaking stuff. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do it some other time.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the Fountain of Lucerne. Something to do with my sensitivity to the hydro element.
The Fountain of Lucerne?
Lucerne. My
Then
bad.
she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please, please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Yes and no. I mean, they get...
Give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things.
Usually they get a request for the last meal, but
This request,
in America they
is it
do.
worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Alright. I had a feeling that we were gonna go back. Wait, before we do that, I need to go upstairs for a bit. Hold on. Wait. I need to do something quick. I'll take a brief moment. Hell yeah. Okay. I like that. Oh, fly down there.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank the water from the primordial sea. It heightened my sensitivity to the hydro element.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So you heard it too!
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache?
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vinier!
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been More than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vignere, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
Oh no.
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
Oh.
You... Wait, you are not Vignere. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignere. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignere.
Why? But then, where is Vignere?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignere's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignere's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
It looks like I didn't even met Vignere back then either. They must have wanted me to lure Marcel here from the very beginning.
No! Vignere! She can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignere. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you. Vache. Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Oh shit. He just died just like that.
time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
In the rain? Well, my legs are killing me.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Bacon.
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come.
Yeah, kind of figured that since that.
This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
QUASO.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
It turns out that things are going well, I guess.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Of course.
So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
I'm pretty sure she would put something cool no matter if you say that to her or not.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh?
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vaché's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarend wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come?
We want to go too! We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
QUASO.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
God, I can't stop saying QUASO. I just can't.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be. Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nervalette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
So Navia and Nervalette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done. Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
Well, you're not usually supposed to fly around on someone's grave, so...
Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly.
Well, you're the only one that could fly. Everyone else just walks. Try doing that for once.
Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be too mad.
She really took it seriously.
Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit? If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
We'll probably talk to her later on. Dude, I was standing on top of Paimon.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see, I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Alright, I guess we'll ask the questions. About the water from the primordial sea.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea. But what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
So maybe something from God, what is it called again? Hold on. Shit. Give me a moment. Carnier? 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 I'm saying it right. You know, the one where all the abyss is from. It's probably that. Or something, I don't know.
So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
About the prophecy that has been circulating around Fontaine. Actually, I'm gonna get something to eat. Don't be a snack. Alright.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
Somewhat.
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
Two parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
He's just gonna ignore that. So about child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
So I have this sibling I've been looking for.
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler? I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epicles. Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
I got no more questions, I guess.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memornia.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Wow. Well, I guess I we still got a story quest to do, and I think we'll do that next time I stream. So how do I... let's see how... Well, we'll probably have to talk to Catherine. Where is that at? So we'll do that next week. Not next week, the next time. And of course, there's going to be more acts later on. So we only got a little bit of answers from Nuviet. Also, I was told from the English voice actor for him. Hold on. Perhaps just taking a look. So now we can. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Because they've been set in Sumeru for a very long time. That during like a certain scene, I think it's when he went to try to pay his respects to the dead over there, that I guess his voice was very different, and then when the English voice actor knew like how he supposedly acted and whatever, he was like, can I redo all of my lines? He said this on his Twitter, so, and we don't really know what he sounded like before, but maybe the actor can give us like a demonstration in the future. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. I knew that Nubia had like some kind of heart, but he's kind of like a kudere, which
You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate
are
it.
people who are very cold at first, but they're, you know, they warm up later on, which is what I'm pretty much like that IRL. When I'm streaming, of course I'm not like that, but yeah. All right. Let's try to open some stuff up so I can do it spontaneously, and then we can probably do a little bit of those fun events, and then we'll just stop stream there. Truly. Troubleshooter. Yay, finally. What do we have? Steak tatte, fruity trio, festive chicken. Oh, we get a card back for the container. Okay. Interesting. Wind power generator. Something for your lighting, I guess. No need. Alright, let's go and try some of those new uh story event things. It's kind of odd that we didn't see like all the characters that were introduced in the trailer, but those are probably for the acts later on, which is why I said that. Because why would they be in the trailer if they're not even in Act 1 or 2? Alright, we're going to try this thing, which is basically, I guess you smash Smash. Smash stuff. Calibrate toy. Okay, that was pretty. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So it's one of those. Okay. So let's begin. Precise rhythm is what's called. Okay. Shit. I wasn't ready for that one. I thought I had it. Alright. Hey, they're pretty good. Oh my lord. Alright. So that's one of them. Girl, please stop. I just wanted to show you guys on over. Little slime. Fire slimes. That's underwater. I love this one. Some kind of battle thing, I guess. We'll have to see. Simulation arena. Each round has 3 different arenas occupied by opponents. Clear the opponents in each area for the check.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me leave you a breath. Opening box of Adeptitrix. Wheel of Life.
As one with wind and cloud.
Scam Clee. God, I can't say.
Life goes on.
Oh, that didn't do it. Another third wave. Yo, what the heck is this? It's the same thing, but there's a wheel. It's a cart. Oh, this one's a trial. I think. Or what? That's an electro thing on top, but it's trial with the spear. What the hell? Get him, Clay, get him, Clay, get him. Get him. Hell yeah. Challenge complete. God, this pain. I gotta complete 2 and 3. Yeah, what number 2 then?
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
Where's the 2 and 3 at? Alright, I guess we gotta go there. Got new enemies here or what? There's some. Can they not move or what the? Oh, there they. They got little legs.
Let me read you a verse. Orders given. Orders received. Go.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
No, my sword. Rain cutter.
Want a taste of my hammer?
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of hope.
La la la.
Alright, and then we'll just go on to the third one and then we'll do the there's more of that. Well, we'll just do the challenge then.
Clouds high, birds come.
Here I come, puppers. Electro puppers.
What you got?
No, my sword. Brain cutter. Sacred vein. Fortune preserver.
They're just going like that. Okay.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse. Life goes on.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Let me amuse myself a little. No, my sword.
You kidding me? Okay, would you stop freaking spinning all the time? Stop spinning. Get back here. Kicking the child. We're kicking the child. Alright, we gotta like the last event. Alright.
1, 2.
Yeah, we kind of passed by a little. Searching things. Okay, we're supposed to go through the little rings. I mean, I but if we hit these, we lose some time. Okay. Bruh, I touched it. Okay, we're done. I was like, wait. Alright, well. Well, those don't even have storylines, like these lines and whatever, but. Alrighty. Thank you for coming to this stream before I go on a longer break. Trying to see who should we raid before I go. Well, yeah, might as well raid him that. I'm gonna raid Australia here. I'll just do this. That is how, yeah. So thank you all for coming to the stream, and I hope I will be back to figure out what to stream and whatever not. And I'll see you in the next stream then. Bye bye, everyone.